Welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, named after the brothers whose idea for a race in Mexico was so compelling that it got presidential approval. And we're glad it did. Welcome along to the Mexico City Grand Prix. At 2,285 meters above sea level, the thin air of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez poses a unique challenge, not just to a driver's skill, but to the efficiency of their engines as well. 17 corners then make a lap of this 2.6-mile circuit, expect incredible speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and overtaking into the braking zones of Turn 1 and Turn 4. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Norris, Sainz, Stroll, Ricciardo, Russell, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Bottas, Sargent, Joe, Albon, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Ocon, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. And that's us in 10th position. Hamilton's ahead of you. They're on fresh mediums. Ricciardo behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, gap to leader, 6.8 seconds. You've got 4 laps until your pit window opens. Slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep up this momentum. Approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Behind's gaining on you by 0.5 a lap. windows open, so let's box this lap, box this lap. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, let's go now, come on. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres. Nice work, mate, that brings you up a place. Joe's coming in for his stop now. Car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres. Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Green flag. starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop. Okay, gap ahead, 2.8 seconds. I've got some information on Alonso. Okay, they're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form. Green flag. Here's some information on Hulkenberg. They're retiring from the race. Caution! Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Good job with the strategy and everything. Thank you. That's the first one. More to come.
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
Well, Max Verstappen adds to what's already an impressive win tally here today. And he's got a dominant car, of course, but you've still got to drive the wheels off the thing. Brilliant stuff yet again from the Dutch driver.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.